Have you ever wondered what it takes to not just live a long life, but to live a great life well into your 90s and beyond? Maybe you've heard stories of people who've celebrated their 100th birthday with a smile on their face, still sharp, still active, and still full of joy. What's their secret? Is it good genes? Luck? Or is there something more to it? Well, the truth is, while genetics play a role, the real secret lies in the daily habits and choices these individuals make. And the best part? These habits aren't complicated or out of reach. They're simple, practical, and something you can start doing today. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, the 4 habits of the world's oldest people that can help you live a longer, healthier, and happier life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm already in my 60s, 70s, or beyond. Is it too late for me to make a change? Absolutely not. Research shows that it's never too late to adopt healthy habits that can improve your quality of life and even add years to it. So, whether you're looking to boost your energy, stay sharp, or simply enjoy more time with your loved ones, these habits can help you get there. Let's dive into the first one. The first habit is eating a plant-based diet. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a full-time vegetarian or give up all your favorite foods. But what the world's oldest people have in common is that their diets are heavily focused on whole, plant-based foods. Think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage, reduce inflammation, and support overall health. For example, in places like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, regions known for their high number of centenarians, people eat a lot of sweet potatoes, leafy greens, beans, and olive oil. These foods are not only nutritious but also delicious and easy to incorporate into your meals. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by adding an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner or swapping out processed snacks for a handful of nuts. Over time, these small changes can add up to big results. Now, let's move on to the second habit, staying physically active. This might sound like a no-brainer, but it's worth repeating because it's so important. The world's oldest people don't necessarily hit the gym or run marathons. Instead, they incorporate movement into their daily lives in natural, sustainable ways. Whether it's walking, gardening, dancing, or even just doing household chores, they keep their bodies moving. The key here is consistency. You don't have to do intense workouts to reap the benefits. Even just 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week can make a huge difference. For example, try taking a daily walk around your neighborhood, doing some gentle stretching in the morning, or even dancing to your favorite music while you cook dinner. The goal is to find activities you enjoy and make them a regular part of your routine. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about staying active and having fun while you do it. Now that we've covered eating a plant-based diet and staying physically active, let's talk about the third habit, maintaining strong social connections. This one might surprise you, but it's just as important as diet and exercise. The world's oldest people often live in close-knit communities where they have strong relationships with family, friends, and neighbors. These connections provide emotional support, reduce stress, and even boost your immune system. Think about it, when you're surrounded by people who care about you, you're more likely to feel happy, valued, and motivated. So, how can you strengthen your social connections? Start by reaching out to loved ones regularly, whether it's through phone calls, video chats, or in-person visits. Join a club, take a class, or volunteer for a cause you care about. Even small interactions, like chatting with a neighbor or smiling at a stranger, can make a difference. The key is to stay engaged and connected with the people around you. Now that we've covered the first 3 habits, eating a plant-based diet, staying physically active, and maintaining strong social connections, you're already well on your way to living a longer, healthier life. But we're not done yet. In the next part of this video, we'll dive into the 4th and final habit, which is all about managing stress and finding purpose. So, stay tuned, and let's keep moving forward together. Now that we've talked about the importance of eating a plant-based diet, staying physically active, and maintaining strong social connections, let's dive into the fourth and final habit of the world's oldest people: managing stress and finding purpose. This habit is just as crucial as the others, and it's something that can truly transform how you experience life as you age. So, let's explore what this means and how you can incorporate it into your daily routine. The fourth habit is all about managing stress and cultivating a sense of purpose. Now, I know what you might be thinking: stress is just a part of life, how can I possibly avoid it? And you're right, stress is inevitable. But what matters is how you handle it. The world's oldest people have developed ways to manage stress that help them stay calm, focused, and resilient, even in challenging situations. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is through mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing exercises. These techniques help you stay present, reduce anxiety, and even improve your focus. If you're new to meditation, don't worry, it doesn't have to be complicated. Even just taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath can make a big difference. There are also plenty of guided meditation apps and videos that can help you get started. Another great way to manage stress is through physical activity. We've already talked about the benefits of staying active, but activities like yoga or Tai Chi can be especially helpful for reducing stress and improving flexibility and balance. Plus, they're gentle on your joints and can be done almost anywhere. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. But managing stress isn't just about relaxation techniques, it's also about finding purpose in your life. The world's oldest people often have a strong sense of purpose, whether it's through their work, their family, or their community. Having a sense of purpose gives you a reason to get up in the morning, and it can even improve your physical health. Studies have shown that people with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, have better mental health, and even recover more quickly from illness. So, how can you find or strengthen your sense of purpose? Start by asking yourself a few simple questions. What makes me happy? What am I passionate about? What gives me a sense of fulfillment? Once you have some answers, make a plan to incorporate those things into your daily life. For example, if spending time with loved ones brings you joy, make it a priority to schedule regular visits or phone calls. If you've always wanted to learn something new, like playing the piano or speaking a new language, why not sign up for a class or find an online tutorial? And if you're looking for a way to give back, consider volunteering for a cause you care about. Not only will you be making a difference in the world, but you'll also be enriching your own life in the process. Now that we've covered all four habits: eating a plant-based diet, staying physically active, maintaining strong social connections, and managing stress and finding purpose, you've got a solid foundation for living a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about how you can put all of this into practice. Start by picking one or two habits to focus on first. Maybe it's adding more plant-based foods to your meals or taking a daily walk. Once you've got that down, add another habit to the mix. The key is to take it one step at a time and find ways to enjoy the process. And don't be afraid to get creative, try new recipes, experiment with different activities, and have fun with it. In the next part of this video, we'll wrap up with some final thoughts and tips for making these habits a regular part of your life. So, stay tuned, and let's keep moving forward together. Alright, we've made it to the final part of our discussion on the 4 habits of the world's oldest people. We've covered a lot of ground, from eating a plant-based diet and staying physically active to maintaining strong social connections and managing stress while finding purpose. These habits aren't just about adding years to your life, they're about adding life to your years. And the best part? They're all things you can start doing today, no matter your age or current lifestyle. So, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts and tips to help you make these habits a lasting part of your life. First, let's talk about the importance of starting small. When it comes to adopting new habits, it's easy to feel overwhelmed if you try to do too much at once. But remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. In fact, small, consistent changes are often more effective than big, dramatic ones. For example, if you're not used to eating many vegetables, start by adding one extra serving to your dinner each night. Or, if you're not very active, begin with a 10-minute walk and gradually increase the time as you build your stamina. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Another tip is to make these habits enjoyable. Let's face it, if something feels like a chore, you're less likely to stick with it. So, find ways to make these habits fun and rewarding. Love cooking? Experiment with new plant-based recipes and invite friends or family over to share the meal. Enjoy being outdoors? Take your walks in a beautiful park or garden. The more you enjoy what you're doing, the more likely you are to keep doing it. And don't forget to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you try a new vegetable this week? That's a win. Did you take a walk 3 days in a row? Another win. Celebrating these small victories helps keep you motivated and reminds you that every step counts. You can even keep a journal to track your progress and reflect on how far you've come. Now, let's take a moment to recap the 4 habits we've covered in this video. First, we talked about eating a plant-based diet, focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Second, we discussed the importance of staying physically active, whether it's through walking, gardening, dancing, or other activities you enjoy. Third, we explored the power of maintaining strong social connections, which provide emotional support and boost your overall well-being. And finally, we looked at managing stress and finding purpose, which can help you stay calm, focused, and fulfilled. These habits are all about helping you live a longer, healthier, and happier life. But more than that, they're about helping you feel your best, whether that's having the energy to enjoy your favorite activities, the strength to tackle daily tasks, or the confidence to live life on your own terms. And the best part? They're all simple, practical, and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. So, as you go forward, I want to encourage you to take small, manageable steps. Start with one habit, one activity, or even 1 minute of movement. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and remember that every healthy choice you make is a step toward a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, just come back to this video or reach out in the comments. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one habit from this video that you're excited to try or incorporate more of? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and advice on living your best life after 60. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too late to make a change. Here's to living your best life at any age.